I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And stolen by LeBron. And he can't jam it through.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Nesmith with the ball. Pass to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Screen by Siakam. Goes up from the top of the key. LeBron grabs the miss. With the drive. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
There's so much power on LeBron's drive. The defense, they just more or less clear out.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
I got him.
Here's Doncic. That one falls.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now, here is Halliburton. Turner with the screen. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. Here's Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to James. Finney-Smith's got 6.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Halliburton, that's good.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
The 3 from LeBron. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Pulls up. No good off the front iron. He got it up. The shot comes out. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Reeves gets the bucket.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Screen by Siakam. Now Nembhard. Still scoreless. Halliburton with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. And here's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Lakers leading by 13. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And here is Doncic. Over Halliburton. Rejected by Halliburton. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior. And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
And that one drops. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. James, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
To the paint. Here's Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Here's James. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 9. Turner with it. Defended by Reed. Got a piece of it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Back to Halliburton. Outside Turner. Puts up a 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so that brings the first half to a close. Lakers ahead, up by 11. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. A three-pointer is right on target. James has got 5 now.
Nice little duel here. LeBron getting the 3 points back for his team.
Back to Halliburton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
Turner for 3. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 14. Fades and shoots. Launches a three. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. .124 left to play in the third. Halliburton in the corner. Here's Reeves. It's good. He's got 5. Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. Will it go? And the Pacers can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
No one.